can tell this is the cut because Fatty's in here. Hello, my divine and inspired humans. How are you tonight? So, I am Jaden Avery Love of Optimum Humanity. Hello! And basically, I hadn't done a video explaining who I was. I didn't do a video as an introduction to my channel. Why my channel's name is Optimum Humanity. The list goes on and on. But I'm very happy to be here with you now and be able to introduce myself and my channel thoroughly and correctly. So you can put a name to the fingers you gonna be seeing. Let's start out with talking about 2019, right? That raggedy hoe. Yes. I know you forgot already. It's been 2 days, but I know you forgot about that raggedy hoe. Cause girl, he was just goodness. All right, so it was a galactical year of 3, and basically we were just creating the selves that we wanted to be. We were creating the energy that we wanted to foster around ourselves for the next few years. And basically 3 is about creation. 3 is about, it's the strongest shape known to man. It's the triangle, right? The triad. And it's like 1 and 1 equals 3. Because you have 2 beings and then they come together to make the 3rd, right? Or procreate the world. However you want to look at it. And just if I'm going to be authentic, yes, that's something that we're going to really talk about here. Like, I am a firm believer. I tell all my clients, honey, you could believe that Barney is Jesus. I don't give a shit. As long as you realize that 1, you're like a being of light, and that 2, that you're the sovereignty of having been a being of light is like so omnipotent, because this is your little monicum, your little piece. Or if you watch The Magicians, your shade, right? This is your piece of source, okay? And so it's like there's a lot that can be created there. So we're gonna really go through it, y'all. Like, we're gonna go through it. But what I wanted to talk about was 2019, right? So what we were doing was we were gathering all this energy that we wanted to foster, right? We were just gathering it up and savoring it up. And I was doing the same. And I really apologize that I wasn't able to support you guys for these last 2 months of what I would call hell. Okay, 2019 at the end, it was a grand culmination of 5th level torture in hell. I mean, like, no, I honestly, I met Oya. Like, I knew Oya. I knew of her. And I've even had visions of her. I've had times where, wow, I'm just remembering this now. I've had times where I was literally in the bed crying, and there was this lady, and I just remember her having big boobs. But I just remember her being like, come. Because you're going through it. You're going through it. And little did I know, the reason why is because she is the energy of the tornado and the tempest and the wind of the heavens and the earth. She is the natural disaster. And why is natural disaster? Why does the natural disaster, the energy of displacement, the energy of destruction, why does that deserve a whole energy, a whole deity unto itself? Because it is death and transformation. She is the guardian of the dead, guardian of transformation, death and transformation. So it's like, give me a second. Okay, so it's like this. It's like when you're being destroyed, when you're witnessing a death. and let's be clear about this. A lot of times people are very afraid of tarot cards because they feel like, well, what if I get the death card? Honey, the death card is literally, it's not actual death. I know that Carmen got it, and everybody was like, I'm not dying like Beyonce. But honey, I'm telling you, you're not going to die, okay? Like Carmen, that wasn't even Beyonce, but you're not going to die, all right? This is just talking about, like, that time when you were in school, maybe it was like, I always use this example of it being like a new school and you don't know anyone, but you're walking down the hallway and everyone is commencing in on your ass like, oh, you're you're this and you're that and you're geek and you're not, you're unpopular, whatever. And you trip, girl, just to put the icing on the cake, you trip. And you fall in front of everyone, okay? It's like, that is a death. Honey, you just died, alright? And so, honestly, this is a very, very surface level example of what death is, but it is an example of a death. You went through something, honey. You are changed. You change after that. After you trip, you're going to get some better sneakers. You're going to make sure you always lace up because you don't want to be embarrassed like that again. So you witness a death in life. Sometimes you fall, and sometimes you falter. And it's A-okay because we have energies such as Oya, who will help you pick yourself up. And yes, she does have a hand in your destruction, but that doesn't mean that she's like evil or some shit. Like, everybody has to have a death and a transformation, okay? Because after you tripped, did you die? No. That was a death because, you're embarrassed and you're hurt. Your feelings got hurt, okay? But it's good to recognize death and life, because that way you're not always just trying to live and live and live. No. Sometimes you have to die to yourself. Sometimes you really have to shave things off, okay? And that's what it's about, because when there is the energy of displacement and things get thrown about, just misconstrued. I'm not going to do that because I worked hard on that. But when things just get like, misconfuddled and everything like that, now there are some things that, what was it? I wrote it down so nicely here. There are some things that are found. There are some things that are lost, but some things get broken, become dead, wait, and need to be discarded. Okay? So that is a big part of death and transformation. It's yes, you died, but also picking up those parts of yourself that you're like, oh no, this is important to me. No, this is important to me. Yeah, this is not as important as these two, but I'm gonna keep her too, okay? But then also you have those things that you wish, that you want to be important, but you know that sadly you just don't have the time for. And that is what Spirit is trying to give us. When it gives us the gift that is these death and transformation cycles, honey, that's what they're trying to give us. They're trying to say, no, you didn't want that. And now, because now you know that you didn't want that, right? Now you're going to push it away. So you found yourself, I'm going to talk to you as if, it's us talking, right? We're all one. So you found yourself, because I did too, you found yourself walking into 2020 cutting off the dead weight. And I'm so sorry to say it like that, because some of that dead weight were literal living people that I still have a place in my heart for. But because they do kind of drain me a little bit, no, it's not even a little bit. I gotta give a fair representation. Because they drain me, I have to have priority to myself and to my path. I want to get on here and help and teach and talk to people about the things that I've been through. How can I do that if I'm drained? So we learned that even after this death, to transform, we need to pick ourselves back up and cut things from us that now do not fit, things that don't serve us. And so this is what we find ourselves doing as we walk into 2020. Now, 2020 is about balance. I call it balance, okay? But think about the 4 elements. You think about the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, and the 4 corners of a home. Okay? And now why 4? It's because a lot of times they say mind, soul, and spirit. But mind, soul, and spirit, you need the body to be the anchor down here on the physical plane. Okay? So it's like, but wait. Before I even get into that, this is when I need to talk about the divine feminine. Okay? Because it's like this. You got the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. But pause all that, because we forgot about the divine feminine. That's what it is. We forgot about the divine feminine. And so because we forgot about her, we are not acknowledging the negative charge. So what do I mean by that? Let's talk about when you're looking up at a starry night. All right? When you're looking up at the stars. Right? You see the points of light, and that's what's so amazing, because that's what we call it, looking up at the stars. But what are you actually looking at? You're also looking at dark matter. You're also looking at this black film and cover that the stars are shining through. And it looks so brilliant and so beautiful. This is the world we live in. I just want to say that. But it looks so brilliant and so beautiful. But if you know anything about art, you know about the negative space. And the negative space is just as important, if not more important, than the actual thing that you, like I made this. This is the Kabbalah Tree of Life, right? This is very big in my studies. I love this so much. And the negative space was what I had to work with here, because I cut this out of, cloth, like I'm forgetting the name of it, and I'm an artist. But yeah, I cut this out, and the negative space is what gives you the definition of the positive space. The positive space is what you're, like the object itself, right? Then you have in music, any musician can tell you that the downbeat is probably more important than the beat itself, and why you love the song so much, because that downbeat, why do I want to say staccato, but the random, I need to look that up maybe, but no, I do need to look it up. Anyway, yo, we're gonna have so much fun. I'm so serious. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm trying to be like all like have my notes and stuff, but we're gonna have so much fun during these readings, and I'm so ready for it. I actually want to skip past all that, but you looking up at the stars, the feminine is the dark matter, and the masculine portion of looking up at the stars would be the stars themselves. So the object and the thing around the object. So everything breaks into masculine and feminine, and it's very important that we realize that what we're seeing now all over your feed on any social media account, Instagram, etc., is, I'm gonna be better for me, honey. I'm gonna do things that are better for the part of me that no one can recognize but myself. Okay, and I'm not gonna feel bad if I need some therapy. Yes, there are parts of being human that you can't see. And so this is what we're after now. This is what we are directly, there is no time in man's history, in human's history, where we have been applying ourselves to our own spiritual nature in such a way as we're about to crack into it on 2020, I'm telling you. And these things are about, it's about, now that we were creating our force that we wanted around ourselves, now we're going to anchor that into our reality. Honey, this year there is going to be some drama, okay? There will be some drama, all right? Because there is also like karmic values that are coming to fruition. All right? Because if you're going to balance something, then the weight needs to be distributed correctly, right? So things don't normally just slide into burp. That's not how it really works, honey. Even if you look at what scientists were saying when the Earth was being created, the centrifugal force and the gravity, it was under immense pressure. Like the pressure, it was like billions of tons of pressure that carved Mother Gaia out, okay? Or that maybe she carved herself out and was creating herself. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to let you know that there's a lot that goes into making things balance, okay? But I want to tell you also, because this is a thin line, I want to tell you, honey, the abundance is coming. Okay, and I know y'all feel it. And that's something that everyone is feeling. There's something coming. There's something coming. You know, I feel like this is like us on the other side of 2012, where we were kind of just scared. It was a lot of fear. Now I was 12. Wait. Yeah, I was 12. I forgot. Yeah, so there was a lot of fear, just a lot of fear, you know? And so we forgot about that's what I want to say. We forgot about the feminine. And yeah, I want to venture to say that, you know, even when we say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I think that what we're trying to say is the Father, the child, and the mother, as in the mind, the soul, and the spirit. Okay? Because again, the mind is the physical, the spirit, you have the world of form, and then you have the world of spirit. Okay? So the world of spirit is the feminine, and the world of form is the masculine. A lot of my information that I'm going to give on this channel through Optimum Humanity is going to be about just that. The masculine versus the feminine. Now, one more thing is that you are a point of light, okay? You have got to realize this. You are a point of light, okay? You are a star, yourself. So, a lot of what I want to teach you is that, honey, there is no darkness that is coming up against you being aware of your sovereignty. When you are aware of your shade and your piece of God that you own, your piece of source, your piece of spirit, honey, can't nothing touch you. Can't nothing touch you. And I'm going to tell you right now, I was walking on my jolly merrily way just today. And just today, this happened. And I didn't do my protection thing. I do like a hand mudra maybe, but I like made my own. I'm not going to do it here, but I protect myself. I arm myself. If you ever see me coming out my house, you're going to see me doing some type of sign language. And that means that my protections are going up. And I'm arming my light. So, you remember that, you know the little ball that people fight with? It's a ball and chain. And they have like the spikes out. That's what I do with my light. That's how I walk around. But today I forgot. And when I went to the shop to go get my candles, honey, there was a girl, I had a kind of bad feeling, but I wasn't letting anything overcome me. So it wasn't going to get in. But honey, it did start to affect me. It did. It got in. It got into just like, I just felt something just like trying to penetrate my head. It was just trying to penetrate. Now, and I saw it try to, I was on the floor, and it was really my headphones in the physical world, in the world of form. It was my headphones that was like fucking with my back, and I was on the floor, and it was just hanging off my bed, and I was like right next to my bed. So it was actually doing this, like what my plant was doing, it was doing that, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, what is that? But later on, it tried to like dig in my head. So I went and I took a spiritual bath, and I cleansed myself, okay? And you know, the way that spirit has this happen, well, let me just say it really fast. Somebody tried to do some shit on me. And I think that she just like had a bad energy towards me when I got into my, into the candle shop, the House of Candles, and on 116, cause they popping. And, she tried to do something, but either way, I got that shit right off of me, because I've been working with my ancestors, and I've been working with my angels and my spirit guides and my team of light, my galactic team of light. So, honey, hey, on my sovereignty, you can't break this, because every point of light is equal to the next and distinguishably different than all the rest. Okay? There is truly nothing that makes you, that point of light we spoke of, more supreme than another. You make your choices, and just like everyone else, these choices can help or hinder. It's simple just like that. That's why I call this Optimum Humanity. Because I want to take everybody with me on this journey. No, I'm not taking you to this journey. You're on the journey with me, honey. We're learning together, okay? And we're going to learn how to keep our light to ourselves so that way we can feed off of ourselves just like a star, our sun, feeds off of itself. Helium feeding itself helium. Huh? Huh? A point of light is feeding off of itself, not other things. So we are going to turn up in 2020 by being optimum humans. And I'm so glad to take you on this journey with me. Alright? Do I have time for just one card? I don't want it to turn off. I'm so glad that you guys came with me. If there's any other questions, you guys are always welcome to email me. Ooh, okay. And I just want to take 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards. And 3, ooh, okay. Alright, 1, 2, and 3. Discernment, blossoming, and the unexpected. Discernment, you must discern. That's what we did. We're discerning what is our energy and what is not. Alright? Blossoming, it's because we are growing. This is evolution. This is what evolution does. Okay, we all come to a stage where we're like not having it no more. And so we are all deciding now, I'm gonna get therapy. I'm worried about my spiritual health, my mental health, what I put in my body, what I feed myself, negative versus positive influences around me. Okay? We're gonna be discerning because we're blossoming, okay? Because we're blossoming though, we have to realize just like these plants, they're going every which way. And I love that. Just like this beauty that's being represented here, going every which way. Okay? We are to expect the unexpected. Alright? I love you so much. Namaste.